大家好，大家好，我是黄贝妮，黄色的黄，宝贝的贝，女字旁的你。今天的题目跟我一般的题目有所不同，今天我会讨论的是如何学习中文。In the meantime, baby, you should come with me. Fast car, NASCAR, we gon' chase our dreams. Oh, baby, come with me. 我选择今天讨论这样的题目，是因为有一个人他问我，你怎么可能，怎么可能会说中文？我说 What do you mean 怎么可能 Of course you can, like, you just gotta put your mind to it. Today I decided, let me just talk about my little, I guess, learning Chinese journey. But before I continue, I guess I have to say this to you guys. But like, comment, subscribe, the button's right there. Okay. 继续吧。第一 I studied Chinese. Actually, 猜，你们觉得呢？ How long you think I've studied? 等你老。我觉得你的答案不对。But let's see. Did anyone guess 3? No? Maybe? 我学了3年了。Normally, that's actually shocking to everybody because they're like, wow, you've only studied for 3 years, but I've been studying English for like 10 and I still can't form a sentence. And I'm like, maybe it's because you're not having as much fun as I am. 是一个非常好玩的事情。I feel like I'm having so much fun. It's like I'm not even thinking about, oh, it's so hard. Oh, I have so many problems. Oh my gosh, la la la. Like, I'm never thinking that way. So maybe most of the people that I speak to, when they do learn English, it's not that they're learning it for themselves, where they find it fun or they're enthusiastic about it. Sometimes it's like they're learning, but it's like, oh, I'm trying to pass a class. And normally when you learn and it's just to pass a class, you're not really learning it. I'm just having fun with it. 第二，这是最重要的问题。At first, I started studying with one of my pen pals. If you haven't seen the video yet, you might want to click the thing up there because we finally met and I will never forget that day. I was studying with him and he taught me like pinyin because he's from 大陆, right? So I never learned, like the 波破模糊, like that type of system, which is learned in Taiwan and not in China, to my understanding. 进入了大学的时候 I was able to, not really, I wouldn't say form full sentences, but it was like very simple sentences I can do. Like things that a baby would say. 我是黄贝妮，我爱我妈妈。I joined Flagship because at first I wanted to just take a Chinese course, but my application time was later than most people's application time, so they offered like the Flagship program, and I thought it was a great opportunity because they had chances where I can go overseas. So yeah, I joined Flagship. The difference between Flagship and like regular Chinese course is that things move along very fast. So I knew some people who were in like the regular Chinese classes and they were learning like the weather, like very simple things. But my first year at Flagship, we had to learn, we had to be able to say things like 公共厕所里没有卫生纸，所以应该随身带着。 Like things like that. We had to already be able to like say it, and then it's like try to say it very fluently. So we were already talking about like little things that happen in China, but in like a cultural aspect. People who were like in the regular 101 courses, they were learning like I, you, we, very basic structure. So everything moved fast at flagship, and then by the time you're in like your second year, you're like able to go overseas. In this case, I did go to ICLP, and then I also had the chance to go to PIB. ICLP is in Taiwan, so it takes place at NTU, uh, Taida. So there's that program, but then PIB is a Princeton-run program that takes place at Beijing Normal University, Beishida. So I did both of those programs, and they were great. Like, of course, they had their, pros and cons. 使逆的责任衡量利弊得失. So you need to be able to figure out which one's better for you. What do you want to sacrifice, and then what do you want to keep? All on you. But I had a chance of doing both. And then eventually I did my capstone year, and capstone is practically you go overseas for a year. Because of Corona, didn't really do that. But you do classes, and then eventually you do your internship. I feel like all of those things helped me with my Chinese and getting better at it. And overall, if I had to do it again, I would. Of course, I would hope for certain changes, but I definitely would do it again. That's the end. I hope you enjoyed this video. I will be getting back to my reaction videos, but I felt like I needed to put something, to distract you guys, because I haven't posted in a while. I'm still editing. Sorry in advance. 不好意思. But until next time, if you are learning Chinese and you have any other questions, definitely hit me up. Leave a comment below. I will definitely answer. Also, if you guys want more videos where I speak more Chinese, let me know down below. I will try to implement that as much as I can. Until next time, which might be very soon. You never know.